In this video, we're going to cover how to connect AtScale to Snowflake and then connect Power BI and Excel to AtScale as well. So the first thing we're going to do is go into AtScale and create a brand new repo connection. What we're going to use is some of the tutorial data that's out in our SML open source repo. So we can see on that, that GitHub repo, we've got some tutorial models. We're going to use the AdventureWorks one. So just go ahead and copy that URL and we're going to put it here into AtScale. Give it a name that's meaningful to yourselves or anyone else on your team and save that, link it up. Now you'll get that AdventureWorks workspace repo. You can see all the different details here. Next is we're going to make a connection to Snowflake. So we're going to pick Snowflake from our data warehouse connections and again, give it some kind of a meaningful name. This external ID is going to be how we referenced it in our connection files. We have to give it the name of a database and schema to store our aggregates in. So this is where we're going to optimize performance over time. And then last, we're going to create that connection. So give it, again, a meaningful name if you have multiple Snowflake instances, UAT, dev, etc. Give it that warehouse to use. And then here, I'm just going to go ahead and get my host, my account server URL to put in here. Lastly, we're going to put in a username and password. In this case, we're using a PAT, the programmatic access token, in lieu of the password. You don't have that option as a dropdown. You just put it in the password field. Test the connection and we validate that it's going to be okay. And then we can just add and save that data warehouse connection. And we'll see now in the list that we have the little check mark next to the Snowflake connection and we're good to go. Now what we want to do is we want to point this tutorial is used for Postgres. I'm going to point it at that Snowflake connection I just created, save it, and I can see now my errors have gone. And I can look at my model, review it, see the different details. I can want to augment it, change it, but this is a working model that we can use as our development. We can also see over here the different categorization that exists on how we've defined our dimensions, all of our metrics and measures, how they're stored. We can go ahead and deploy this model. This is going to deploy it to our engine. We get the green toaster icon saying we're successful. Click there and we can see all the different paths to get connected. So because I'm going to use Power BI, I'm going to grab that MDX and token as my option. And then that way I don't have to use any username password authentication. So we'll jump into our Windows machine here and go ahead and launch Power BI. These are all going to make live connections. These are live queries, not imports, not any extracts. There's going to be a live connection through AtScale to Snowflake via Power BI. The other thing we'll see is that we've got the same organization and structure that we saw within AtScale once we get connected. So we'll see that model in the way it's been built in AtScale and represent the same way that we spent all our time building it out there. So we can connect. I can connect via analysis services, or if I go to the Explore the More options, we can actually just look for an AtScale connection. So I can look for that. I've got AtScale models, select that from my list and hit connect. And now here we'll get the connection dialog screen. We're going to put in that URL. For me, I'm running this both on the same machine, so I just have to change my host name and hit OK. And we'll see that connection. So there's my AdventureWorks catalog. Here are my two different models that exist there. And then I can go ahead and connect to that. I can see on the right-hand side, my data palette is going to bring back all that metadata from AtScale. And again, show me all of my different measures and dimensions as they're stored within AtScale. So I can click through here. I can see the different hierarchies that are in place. I can see the different categorization of those components. And I can use that within my tools. Next up, we want to connect to via Excel. So what we're going to see is within here, again, that same type of interface. We're going to grab just a blank worksheet. We're going to do a data connection here. We are going to use the analysis services endpoint because it is XMLA. Put in that same tokenized URL. Change the host name, just again, because I'm running this all locally. Hit OK. Here are my models again. I'm bringing it into my pivot table. And then we'll see the same thing as we just saw in Power BI and we saw within AtScale itself, that same categorization of those fields, objects, measures, dimensions all exist within the same categorization with the hierarchies as they are in AtScale. We can see them in all of the relevant tools. By leveraging AtScale and Snowflake together, you've unlocked the only way in which you can get live access to data with business context out of Snowflake in Power BI or Excel.